Y así arranca el primer Es Esto, la fábrica del día, de la fecha, esta sección en donde lo que hacemos es hablar de la industria de la música, de las cosas que más nos gusta hablar. Y para hablar de estos cambios que ha tenido esta actividad, que hace un par de años nomás precisaba de barcos, de aviones, de containers, para distribuir de un lado al otro del planeta todo lo referido a esto de escuchar en un lado del mundo lo que pasa del otro lado. Y para hablar de todas estas revoluciones, de todos estos cambios, siempre nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos. Hemos hablado con sonidistas, con productores, bla. Y hoy vamos a hablar con la amiga DAISY CHUTE, que ya está conectada con nosotros. Hi DAISY, I am Manu, there is Raulo. Are you listening good?
Yes, hi, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm more
Perfect.
comfortable. Okay, this is what's gonna happen now. I'm gonna leave you with my friend Raulo. I don't know where you look, Raulo. And he's gonna make the same question we make always to all the bands and blah. And later we're gonna talk about the present of your music. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. He speaks English so much better than me. So
Okay.
No.
Well, much better than my Spanish anyway, so.
Perfect.
Wow.
Sí. No, thanks for your time. We are live. We are going to start with the interview. So please tell us your full name. Where are you from and how old are you?
Oh, sure. I'm DAISY CHUTE. I'm 36 and I'm from Scotland.
Scotland. Sorry, we put United Kingdom, but it's okay. We are going to change that. It's okay.
United Kingdom's good. I live in England now, but I'm from Scotland.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
Oh, well, okay. So my mother played lots of jazz albums growing up at home. So I heard lots of jazz records growing up, Chet Baker and Ella Fitzgerald and all these amazing artists. So this is my first memory, really, being surrounded by that music. In fact, she was learning to play the jazz piano when she was pregnant with me. And apparently I came out of her womb and I knew all these songs before I'd even, been born. So they were very much in me from before I was born.
Wow, beautiful. And your mother sings?
Well, not professionally, but yeah, she sings and plays piano. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
Okay, so my first instrument, other than singing, which was my first instrument really, was the piano, and we always had a piano at home, so I would always play. And then the next one was the guitar, which is the instrument I play most now. What was the other question you asked after the instrument?
And the first song that you remember that you learned?
The first song. Oh gosh. I mean, it will be something very simple, I think, but it probably would have been like a folk song, from Scotland. I think I would have been learning that. I can't remember the specific thing, but we have Robert Burns is a very famous Scottish poet, and there's many songs by him, so it would have been one of those probably.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is a personal question. When I was young, I was a metalhead. I have a black T-shirt. You have a black T-shirt. We are friends. Which kind of it's simple. Which kind of people do you met when you were young? They were all folk listeners, or you were mixed? How was that?
Oh, a whole mix. As I say, I had the kind of jazz background with my mum, and we would go to jazz clubs as I was growing up, and I'd be listening. So, but also the folk world as well. So I would have but then at school, my friends were, and I were into indie music. So we'd go and listen to rock concerts and this kind of thing. So a whole mix, really. I was exposed to so many different kinds of music, really.
Yeah.
I had lots of different groups depending on the taste,
Excellent. Everything mixed. And can you tell us were there any places to study music for free in Scotland, or you have to pay?
That's a good question. Yes, I was very lucky. I had good music available to me. I went to music schools, so they were specialist. And there was a good scheme that was based on what you could afford, So we didn't have to pay very much, which was great. So I had a very good musical education. It was, I'm not sure if it's still the same for everyone these days, but I was very lucky.
Perfect. And can you tell to us which was the first concert that you went?
Oh, well, the first rock concert I went to was was a Scottish band called Travis.
Travis.
I don't know if you know them, but
Yes.
beautiful.
Beautiful. See, raining. Something with raining. You always.
Yeah, why does it always rain on me?
See,
Yeah.
Beautiful song.
Great songwriting, all right, and yeah, wonderful. Fran Healy, excellent singing. So that was my first rock concert, but I listened to lots of, as I say, jazz concerts too. So in the jazz festivals in Edinburgh, I'm trying to think. My second rock concert was Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was quite fun. And a shout out to somebody who I know is listening, who's my very good friend from Scotland, Ashley. She was with me in that audience. We were watching Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was great.
Excellent. And MTV was really big in Scotland.
Yeah, it was pretty big as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Happens everywhere. We met people from Russia, from Western Europe. Everybody listen to MTV. It's confuse that. And can you tell us?
Daisy, my friend, have you ever had the chance to see one of your musical heroes of jazz or an icon of jazz? I don't know.
But say that my musical heroes. Say that again.
No, if you ever saw a lot of jazz artists.
Oh, jazz artists, yes, absolutely.
Do you see like Ron Carter, that kind of icon of jazz?
Oh yeah, well I saw a few. I mean, for instance, let's see. I mean, I'm trying to think. Gosh, I know. I got to see, like Herbie Hancock, and got to see and meet him as well. It was very nice. We got a chat. He was actually when he was playing at the Classical Brit Awards, because after, growing up in Scotland, I moved down to London and I became part of a classical vocal group, and we ended up being big, doing lots of big events, including the Classical Brit Awards. We were nominated, and so I got to meet people like Herbie Hancock, as I say, but also people like Paul McCartney, who was a very kind person and said nice things, and Sting as well, who I love, and got to hear him sing as well. And so I got to meet lots of interesting people over the course of many years in the music world. And gosh, I mean, there's so many people, but I've been very lucky to be in the same room as some of these greats,
Incredible. Beautiful memories. Wow. Sí. Manu, ¿alguna otra pregunta?
No, seguimos.
Sí. And can you tell us when and why did you decide to start a solo music career?
When? Well, I was always doing in music when I was very young, so always creating music, songwriting, singing, always entertaining, and as I say, I studied it, and so then that of course just led to, as I got older, so opportunities and that kind of that led to me being in this band for a while. And then the band sort of stopped. We were signed when we were teenagers, and it was a kind of really fun time. But we all moved on and wanted to do different things, So some of us went into acting even, and other areas of the industry. And I ended up doing my own singing and songwriting. So that was kind of what I focused on after that. And so then I just started gigging lots of my own music. And I mean, I don't know why. In terms of, I guess it just was the natural next step when you're surrounded by music and you're exploring your own musical voice, that just the natural next thing is to start sharing that with people. And then I realized I could make a career out of it, and it was something I could make a living from, so.
Beautiful. It's organic what you are saying. So it's beautiful what you are saying. See, in November of 2005, you released your first album, Simply Jazz. How was the recording process?
Gosh, you know your stuff. I'm impressed. Yeah, that was, I recorded it in the very room I'm sitting in, the piano that was just over there, piano that my grandparents had, and we ended up, having after, and they, and so we recorded it pretty much live over the course of like one day in this room. with the drums, the bass, and the piano set up here, and then I did vocals in the room next door, and then I did another day of extra vocals. But it was very, very live. It was, we were doing these gigs in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival at the same time, so we were already practiced and rehearsed. So it was, that was me at age 15. It was kind of very young, really, to be doing this. But that was my first ever album, and that was jazz standards, so it wasn't original music, but trying to select sort of more unusual music. My mother's a big collector of sheet music. I'm surrounded by sheet music actually as we speak, and so she and I found some music that was less commonly performed, and so that was a really fun project, and it was my first proper recording, really, and then after that I did many more. So
yeah. You speak with like it is. No, I play the piano, I sing like something normal. Wow. It's incredible. This is to a personal question. How do you find people, to play with? Because sorry for my thinking, you have a really high level, no, of playing. How do you meet people and how do you work that?
Yes, it's a very good question. Yeah, I think it's so when I was younger, I guess it was meeting, sort of your mentors, you're the older people who are showing you, teaching you and showing you how you can improve in your skills. And so, and then actually it was through kind of the jam sessions. There's a lot of great jam sessions in jazz world, especially, and obviously in like rock and blues and things as well. And so you kind of go to those and you start meeting people this way and hear people, and then you say, oh, let's try and work something out together, and that's such a nice way naturally for it to happen. And then as I've got older, there's still of course jam sessions, but I find that I'll be introduced to somebody at some event, and I'll hear them at a concert, and I'll get in touch, and we'll say, let's do a songwriting session together. So that's usually how we'll kind of find our kind of whether we have a chemistry musically, and then if it works out, then you end up writing more together and maybe touring together and recording, and it's so there's lots of it's just such a big group of people, and everybody introduces one another to each other, and you always there's so many opportunities to meet people, really. So if you're just out and active, you're always surrounded by so much talent, and it's always so inspiring to be just in the scene, especially in big cities like London and such. There's so much going on every night. There's just, you're spoiled for choice, really.
So sorry the question, but I think that in United Kingdom happens the same that happens in Argentina. Do you think that music came from regions and then you take them and that evolves, or because Manu and I, me in particular, I want you to explain the folk music. What is for you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good question.
It develops that.
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to sort of presume to speak for everybody, but from my experience, obviously I grew up in Scotland, so there's a big Scottish folk scene. But I also have an unusual situation in that my mother is American, so I have this other side that is part of my kind of culture, and so that's where the American like jazz songbook came from. So I had that going on, but also the sort of the local scene, and so and we're such an international, way that everything is available to everybody now online in the way that it wasn't many years ago. So I think we're always exposed and inspired by so many different music genres and cultures around the world. So I think the kind of the really local scenes are kind of less specific to like a tradition in the way that they used to be, maybe. But I think you still have that. You have folk clubs. There's like little pockets of, and you get certain kinds of sounds inspiring the scene. You kind of even like northern. Like the northern soul scene is its own little pocket of like specificity that, and there's kind of, over the many different, generations, there's been little pockets of kind of creative stuff going on that's quite a specific sound for a region. but I think that, I do think that there's more fusion than ever before culturally, and I think that's really exciting. But you do want to still stay true to your authentic, area and roots, and try and pay homage to the past as well. So I try and do that with what I'm writing, while also trying to be trailblazing and futuristic as well.
Excellent. Yeah. See, I can understand perfect what you're saying. See, you have. Sí, Manu. Espectacular.
No, si querés terminar el comentario, Raúl, por favor.
Buenísimo,
para eso
buenísimo.
Te decimos,
no, le iba a decir que buenísimo lo de buscar.
Daisy, as you say, folk music is often associated with tradition and preserving the past. Do you think it can also be a space from experimentation?
Absolutely. I mean, I think folk doesn't have to be just about that. I think about tradition. I think maybe that's one interpretation, but I think actually folk is just sort of music of the people. So whatever it is the people are wanting to, to do at that moment in time. And I think experimentation is part of that. I think it's also, stories. It's it's a way to kind of share experiences. And I think, so I think absolutely experimentation. I think you get that a lot in Scotland with kind of, you got this sort of traditional music, but then it's infused with like dance music. So you kind of have this like, kind of quite fresh sound, but you have this tradition that's mixed in. And it's just like a new way of hearing these old songs that, it brings them into a different world, and people are dancing in clubs to them, and it's very different. It's quite fun. Yeah.
Muy bueno, sí. Estás muteado, Manu. Ojo. Ahí está. Sí, ahora volvemos. Sí. Dale. Ahí se escucha, Manu.
¿Se escucha? Hola.
Sí, perfecto.
Hey. How do you feel about blending folk with the new sounds? Like electronic music and that kind of thing, or not?
How do I feel about it? Yeah, I think I'm all for it. I think that's really exciting, and I've really enjoyed it as a listener. I've really enjoyed it, and I found myself. I haven't really tried that loads myself, but I definitely would be up for that in the future. I sort of do that with certain projects already. I have a friend actually who's very good with this kind of blend of old and new, and he's very famous for doing old classical pieces like Mozart and then making it into a pop song. So it's like this real cool mix of this like classical world and then the pop world. And so I'm a fan of that, I think, and I'd like to do more of that, I think, as a songwriter. And I think that'd be fun. Yeah.
And talking about experimentation and that stuff, I come across some videos of YouTube of your performance with the light orchestra with Stantonbury Theatre, in May 2025. The last year.
Oh yes, I mean the orchestra gig. Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you manage that? What is preparing for that show? How do you do that with so many people on the stage?
I know that was amazing. That last year I got to sing with a full orchestra. It was courtesy of like a very kind person who's like really supported me in my music and knew that one of my dreams was to sing with an orchestra, my own music. It's been a dream for a long time, and so he had an orchestra that was local that he knew, and the conductor was interested in this as well. And so me and two other artists, we had this amazing experience of getting to sing our original music with this orchestra accompanying us. It's incredible. And I really hope we can do it again sometime because it was just amazing. But he got it filmed really well as well. So that's what those videos were. There are more videos that I'm going to be releasing from that too. It was just the most amazing experience, and it was through the help of a lot of people that made it happen. But yeah, it was just, I didn't expect that I would ever be able to do that, have that dream come true, but it was amazing to have that happen last year. But, yeah.
Muy bueno. I love your song Woman, and I transcribe the lyrics and you make folk music that inspired by great woman artists, but traditional traditional folk is a male-dominated genre, you know. What place do you think women occupy today in folk festival in terms of visibility, prominence in lineups, even the distribution and the earnings, you know?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question and observation. It's yeah, I think you're right. There is a little bit male dominated that historically that area, and I think you know there are ways that people are trying to kind of combat that, and there's certainly there's certain kind of initiatives. There's one across Europe called Key Change, which is all about making lineups 50-50 male female. And some of them, you know, some festivals have pledged to do this and some have been successful. But it's a really good initiative. And so there are certain festivals that are really good at this and other ones not so good. But, you know, it's hard to get everybody to be on side with this. I think, so there are efforts to try and change that. I think talking about it is one of the best things you can do, which is what you're doing, which is great. Thank you. And I think, you know, just trying to inspire the next generation and make sure that there's visibility and they see themselves in that world and they can see how it can be a viable career for them. And that, you know, to try and take away any prejudice that might be there from an old-fashioned, you know, sometimes older viewpoint. And so, but I think that, you know, there's some positive steps, but yeah, there's still a way to go. It's still, you know, hardly equal. But, you know, I'm seeing lots of exciting new people coming up and making waves. So that's really exciting to see.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sí, step by step. Beautiful what you're saying. Sí, muy bueno. Daisy, sorry the question. You want to play maybe one song? Can you?
Yeah, I can play a little bit. I don't know how good the sound will be because it's, you know, I'm just on a phone. So if it's no good, maybe I'll just do a small bit or something.
It's okay. It's okay. If you want to play one song, please, for us.
Yeah, okay. Would you like this, yeah?
Yeah, yes, of course. Sí.
Bueno, ahí Daisy va a agarrar la guitarra y nos va a hacer una canción y yo estoy excitadísimo, no lo puedo creer.
No puedo creer.
Ok, Daisy, preguntale qué canción va a ser y que levanten.
Sí. Okay. Please, the name of the song and you can play what you like.
Okay, so there's so many songs I could choose from, but I mean, I feel, well, I would like to play Women because you said this, but my guitar's in the wrong tuning. And it might take me a little while to get there with the tuning. But if you want to look up Women, that's obviously, please do. And you can see the version with the orchestra online. But what I thought I might do, because knowing where this is going out to, you know, I actually am very, because of the jazz background, I've also been very influenced by bossa novas. And so one of my, favorite styles of music is bossa nova. So I wrote a kind of, a little bit of a kind of a tribute to that a while ago. So this is a song called I Left My Heart in Rio, as in Rio, Brazil. And I have a little bit of Spanish in here, which I hope I say okay. I say Spanish, sorry. I have a little bit of Portuguese. I'm so sorry. Brazilian Portuguese. Tudo bom, tudo bem. There we go. So I don't know if I say it's right, but anyway, this is I'm just going to do the first half of the song in case the sound is no good, but you can hear the rest of it with the beautiful jazz band I'm singing this with online. So this is called I Left My Heart in Rio. Can you hear that okay?
Sí, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah? Cool. Okay, here we go.
No, the guitar is not sounding.
Oh, you can't hear the guitar. Oh no, I think it's probably going to be hard. I'll just do the chorus then.
Let's see.
I left my heart in Rio. Too many. No, you can't hear. No,
it's okay. No, I was saying I can't believe
it's excellent.
It's beautiful.
The voice you can hear.
Keep going.
Okay, I'll just sing with and then you can hear just the voice. Anyway, I'll just do the chorus. Okay. So good. I left my heart in Rio. Too many words unsaid. Oh, how I want to see you one more time again. Tudo bom, tudo bem. I'm going to stop there.
No,
There you go.
it's okay.
Just a little snippet.
No. You have a beautiful voice. You have a beautiful voice.
Naturally.
Sí. We are going to send you a lot of links to people. I was living in Brazil for 7 years, so I have a lot of links here there. So
wonderful.
it's incredible. It's incredible. Thanks for your words, and the voice is incredible. It's incredible. Just see three more questions. Can you tell us your future plans?
Absolutely, yes. So I will release an album this year. So this is very exciting, an originals album, because I've released quite a few albums of jazz and classical, and then lots of EPs, so short, records. But this is my first LP as an original singer-songwriter. So it's very exciting. This is happening this year, and it's called Throne, and it's sort of a little bit of a kind of trip through different, I suppose. The kind of concept is throne. There's the word throne. It can mean like a plate, like a crown, like a seat that you sit on as a king, but also thrown like something that's thrown, like a ball. And so and the idea is that it's sort of that life can throw you sometimes off course, but you kind of always find your way back. And so this is actually also going to be released and I'm going to make as part of my vinyl a game. And so it's going to be a part of it will be a game as well that you can interact with. So it's like you fold open the vinyl and it becomes a board game. I don't know if this makes sense, but yeah. And you will have dice and things. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. This project is going to happen, and I'm also doing lots of touring and festivals. And I'm writing a musical as well, so a theatre show. So that's quite fun as well, a little bit different.
Beautiful. See, thanks for your time. It's incredible to speak with you. We are going to send you a lot of links to meet another people.
Really?
And it's been beautiful to meet you. We think that you are a true music lover. That is the important thing.
Thank you.
Incredible.
You too.
Thanks. And just to finish the interview, we are going to play "Hold On to Us." Can you say what that song represents to you?
Absolutely. So this song was written with a couple of friends of mine. So the Dunwells, who are a fantastic brother duo who live and they're from Leeds in England, and then another friend, Holly Rogers, who's brilliant. She's just released an album that you need to hear, because it's just it's doing so well, and I've actually written some songs on it too. And so the three artists, we put out this song a couple of years ago now, I think, and this song was kind of let's see, it was I'm playing banjo on it and I'm singing, and then we have the Dunwells singing and Holly as well, and it's kind of trying to like hold on to a relationship. So hold on to us is kind of like, that's what that means. And so it's kind of trying to find something good in a relationship that is maybe starting to fall apart, but you really wanted to hold on to it still. So that's the message really of the song, I think.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time. We are going to keep in touch, okay? And thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Daisy.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Raulo, llévatelo. Bye.
Take the first step, but am I ready yet? Am I wearing the right shoe? I don't feel safe yet, and I'm misplaced on that. I got a lot left here to lose. Let it go, let it be. One day you'll find it. Another you, another me. Restart the fire. Stay, start. Draw me a line through your heart to hold on to us. Faithful, make up your mind, maybe don't, but hold on to us. I took another step, I'm not finished yet. better know I want it all. You got a hold on me. I can no longer hide it. It is you and it is me. It's all that we are. Stay, stop, draw me a line through your heart to hold on to us. Faithful, make up your mind, maybe don't. But hold on to us. Hold on to us. Hold on to us. Hold on to us, baby. Hold on to us. Hold on to us, baby. Hold on to us, baby. Hold on to us, baby. Victor, Victor, give it up, Victor. Oh, yeah, Victor, give it up, Victor. Oh, Victor, Victor, give it up, Victor. Victor, give it up. Stay, stop, show me the light through your heart. To hold on to us. Faithful, make up your mind, maybe don't. Hold on to us. Stay, stop, draw me a line through your heart. Hold on to us.